matelas qui sortent de ses fesses. De ses fesses.
She basically is like a wife to me. She's very pretty and some of the sweetest eyes and smile that, quite frankly, I've ever.
Attendez, vous êtes en train de me dire que là, son kiff, c'est les ballons gonflables? Les ballons qu'on met sur l'eau, là? Mais ça peut exister? Genre, le fait de kiffer les ballons gonflables, bon, je veux bien. Mais là, jusqu'à faire des bails sombres avec, je savais même pas que c'était possible.
Rosine, you're my pretty girl. Lila prefers to sleep on me, but once in a while, she'll let me sleep on her back.
Ça veut dire que là, son ballon est en train de choisir comment il doit dormir, lui en tant qu'humain. Je sais même pas quoi dire.
If I could marry Lila, I would, because I am that much in love with her.
My name is Jennifer, and I'm addicted to eating mattresses. I like my mattress plain and straight up.
Ah ouais, j'avais pas vu, elle a plusieurs matelas. Elle a 3 matelas. Elle a 3 matelas. 3.
I know mayonnaise, butter, none of that. There's like a hard texture, like my taste buds to go, kind of like a guitar.
When I found out that Jennifer eat mattresses, I was just dumbfounded. I was like, oh.
Sans blague.
It blew my mind that she did that.
Every little detail.
Hold on. I make sure, like, when my mom's not going to be in her room, or I could be in her room. So, like, let's say when she get in the shower, tiptoeing in there to get it. Well, the reason why I'm not eating my own mattress is because I...
Ah ouais. En plus, elle cache bien ça en plus. Hein. Normalement, quand on est petit, on cache quoi? On cache des gâteaux, des bonbons. Quand nos parents ils veulent pas qu'on mange. Elle cache des bouts de matelas. Des bouts de matelas. Des bouts de matelas. Oh Seigneur.
I ate my mattress already. I start off with the good stuff. The good stuff to me is the pillow top itself. Then I go down to this part. I cut it.
En plus, elle a ses parties préférées. Ah ouais.
After that, I just start ripping it as I go. I get 2 a piece. I'm done with the mattress when it smells funny, or if I get down to where it's just springs. I usually, when I crave to eat some mattress, it usually be after 2 o'clock after I eat. I'm urged. I need it urged. Gotta have it. For some reason, after sex, I would want something. Side effects of eating mattresses. Just, gas is really the only one you have. It enters my body and leaves my body. It goes through my system and goes out.
I'm very concerned about her health and like her digestive system, because I have seen it in the toilet. It comes out in whole pieces.
Mais non. Mais non. Genre, elle va aux toilettes, elle fait ses gros besoins, comme on peut dire. Il y a des bouts de matelas qui sortent de ses fesses. De ses fesses.
It was all the sponge that I was eating. I was like, it clogged up the toilet. Like, it's just sitting there. If I was that desperate to get it out, I could take it and wash it, do everything I did to it, and I could use it again if I wanted, if I was that desperate. Ain't that strange.
Mais au bout d'un moment, ça bouche les toilettes. Parce que normalement, enfin, les bouts de matelas, normalement, ça va pas aux toilettes. Hein.
I was sitting in the back seat, and it was like sponge down there. And I just picked it and took it and was like, just chewed on him. I've eaten couches, box springs, chairs, but for the last 10 years, mattresses has just been my thing. It's embarrassing. I couldn't just come out and be like, yo, I eat mattresses. Can't do that. It's not even all my family knows.
My name's Kyle. I'm 31. I live in Pittsburgh, and I'm addicted to dating older women. Much older women. Like 60, 70, 80-year-old older women.
Après, ouais, c'est vrai que ça, je connaissais. Je sais qu'il y a des jeunes hommes et jeunes femmes aussi qui aiment bien les vieux et les vieilles.
I love everything about older women. I love the smell. I love the feel. I love the mentality. Women, you know, they can be self-conscious about dentures. Ladies, I promise you, telling your man that you have dentures will not turn him off. It'll put a smile on his face. It'll put a smile on his pants.
I'm on this dating website right now, and there's a lady on here named Karen. She absolutely has a look that I'm attracted to. She has the platinum hair. She has a great smile. She looks very pretty, very adventurous. So I'm going to send her an email.
There's a lot of terms for sexy older women. There's MILF, saber-toothed tiger. I've also heard cougar. My favorite term, I would probably say it would be silver fox, because the silver fox relates back to the platinum hair, and that's what really turns me on.
So I just sent an email to Karen, and hopefully she responds. Yeah, she's gorgeous.
The first time I realized I was attracted to older women, I was in 6th grade. There was a really, really sexy teacher, and she was probably about 65. She had the platinum hair, she was top-heavy, and she was just gorgeous. Most of the people in my life, my family and my friends, they all know how I am and, you know, my dating preferences. There is one friend, though, my buddy Rich. He keeps setting me up on these dates with these different girls, and they're all way too young for me.
So how's work, man?
Oh, you know, the usual. Same old, same old.
How are those two newbies doing?
I met Kyle on my job. We both are emergency.
C'est moi ou il vient de marcher comme un robot?
Same old, same old.
C'est très flippant. Très, très flippant.
How are those two newbies doing?
I met Kyle on my job. We both are emergency dispatchers. I've known Kyle for about 9 months. It's a new friendship.
Kyle, I'm going to tell you something. I know how, like, you know, you and my other buddies, none of you guys have actually met my girlfriends before.
That's true.
Yeah. I date older women.
Okay, how old?
Generally, they're 60 plus most of the time.
Like 60, right?
60.
That's a bit extreme. What you're telling me is that you're basically obsessed with grandma love.
Yeah, I would say I was addicted to the silver foxes.
When he told me he was addicted to grandmas, I was just completely shocked. Like, blew my mind out of the water. How does that even work with the intercourse kind of thing?
It works very well. I mean, you don't just wake up one day and you're like, you know what? I'm 65 and I'm done having sex and I'm just going to close up shop.
I just don't understand. How can you pass up like a young girl for something that's just not as appealing, I suppose? I don't know.
That's where you're wrong. The young girl is not as appealing, like you just said.
I just don't get it. I just don't get it at all.
Some men like blondes, some men like brunettes, some men like men, some men like fat women. I like older women.
In the future, if you want to set me up with, you know, whoever, when you're talking to these girls, instead of being like, hey, go out with my friend, blah, 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 like, hey, is your grandma a widow?
Imaginez, il dit vraiment ça aux gens. S'il dit ça aux gens, franchement.
And I'm in a relationship with 15 inflatable animals. My inflatables are the funnest creatures I have to hang out with in my life. I'll eat with them. Wait, you want my food? You can share your own. Watch TV together. Be fine. I'll find a show you like. I bathe my inflatables. Let's get
Il fait prendre des bains? Oh, Seigneur, qui l'a envoyé lui? Il fait prendre des bains aux ballons gonflables qu'on met dans la piscine.
your snout. I do take my inflatables out swimming.
Mark's addiction to inflatables began 6 years ago when he purchased a whale for his pool. Since then, the 20-year-old college student has added 14 animals to his inflatable family and even prefers them over people.
The thing about inflatable pool toys I love is that they're soft, they're cuddly. The bigger they are, the better they are. Kind of means there's more to love. And it's really nice to have somebody to talk to. No, Slimmy, you don't get any of my soda, okay?
When I first found out about Mark,
Il vient de parler au ballon, là.
Somebody to talk to. No, Slimmy, you don't get any of my soda, okay?
Imaginez, vous êtes dehors, vous allez à un petit café, voilà. Vous allez boire un petit verre. Et vous voyez un mec comme ça, avec un ballon gonflable, en face de lui, et qui parle comme ça à son ballon gonflable. Moi, je pars en courant. Hein. Moi, je me dis, lui, là, il est pas net. Hein. Mais matez son regard. Regardez son regard. Non, mais, monsieur, là.
when I first found out about Mark's inflatables, I thought
Sans blague,
strange or
non,
keeping
aussi,
to
c'est
something
chaud.
that's not really real.
Mark first turned to inflatables for love and affection when he was 14 years old.
En fait, il faut savoir qu'au moins, si tu as une piscine et que tu l'invites, il y a une chance sur deux qu'il fasse des choses bizarres avec ton ballon gonflable, quoi, en gros.
My mother really wasn't there for me when I was a child. First time I hugged my inflatable whale, I actually started feeling all that love and compassion that I never got from my mother.
On dirait plus un traumatisme lié à l'enfance qu'autre chose, en fait. Hein.
Now he's so dependent on his inflatables, he can't be separated from them for more than a day.
When I'm at school, when I start missing them, and it's almost like if I'm going a little bit crazy. Charlie. Once I go home, basically give him a hug, give him a kiss, spend like family time together.
Okay, we can talk more about you if we want.
Let's say every one of my inflatables has a different
Il a préparé des plats
together.
pour
Okay,
les
we can
ballons.
talk more about you if we want.
Let's say
Genre là, c'est un repas de famille, là, en gros. Enfin, un repas de famille où il couche avec tout le monde, mais...
every one of my inflatables has a different personality. A little down today, don't you? Some like different types of music, some don't. Some like to just be lazy and sleep all day. I would say they get along together pretty well.
While Mark never tries to play favorites, Lila the dragon holds a special place in his heart.
She basically is like a wife to me. She's very pretty and some of the sweetest eyes and smile that, quite frankly, I've ever seen. You're my pretty girl. Lila prefers to sleep on me, but once in a while, she'll let me sleep on her back. If I could marry Lila, I would, because I am that much in love with her.
But Mark and Lila haven't taken their relationship to the next level yet.
Me and Lila Dragon don't have sex together. We keep our relationship clean. We just kiss and hug.
Mark's so dependent on his inflatable.
Pour tout ce qui est relations intimes, vous pensez que... Non, je me tais.
The thought of losing them sends him into a panic.
I don't talk about it much, but I had to get rid of one of my inflatables. It would always get leak after leak in him. So after a while, both me and him kind of just decided...
Genre, en gros, là, il vient de buter son chéri, en gros.
I didn't know it. Let you go. I'm still trying to get over it today.
I'm concerned that Mark might be a little bit too reliant on the inflatables, especially if like he wants to have a successful future with other humans.
I know I'm not normal. I do love something that's a bit strange, but that's who I am. I don't see my life without inflatables.
My name is Julius. I'm 62 years old, and I'm addicted to balloons. They're beautiful. They're soft, smooth, delicate. I have a connection with them. Intellectually, I know that balloons are not alive, but sometimes I wonder if it's my love for them that brings them to life.
My first reaction was, Wow, balloons, that's kind of strange.
Sans blague.
Julius has been addicted to balloons for over 5 decades. It started when he was a child as an innocent attraction to the shapes and colors. Now Julius has filled his home with over 50,000
50 000 ballons. 50 000 ballons. C'est énorme.
balloons and can't sleep unless he's surrounded by them.
I love all balloons, but I do have my favorites. I like the crystal clear, the transparent. It's like a soap bubble. You know, you can see through it. I've got the long ones, the round ones, but my favorite is the spherical one. Why? I don't know. I guess it's like a guy that prefers blondes or brunettes, you know?
Julius is so addicted, he even has an entire room dedicated to balloons.
This is my balloon sanctuary.
Genre là, il y a ses plus beaux ballons là-dedans, genre.
I sleep in my balloon room every night. When I wake up in the morning, it's like being in balloon heaven.
But Julius's obsession with balloons goes beyond shapes and colors.
My love for balloons, it's also a sexual love. When I see a beautiful balloon, my heart starts to flutter and I get aroused. I'll take a 12-inch and I'll inflate it to 11-inch. That way it can take a lot of abuse. I'm holding one, you know, hugging it. I'll kiss it. And it's like being in heaven. I mean, don't you like to hug and kiss the woman that you love? There's lots of people out there that feel the same way as I do about balloons. But there's two.
Ils étaient obligés de mettre un gros plan sur des pieds là qui caressent des ballons, genre. Pourquoi?
A balloon or group.
Pourquoi?
You got the poppers.
Madame.
You get aroused by popping balloons. And you got your non-poppers. I'm a non-popper.
Julius's addiction to balloons started when he was hospitalized at just 4 years old.
Je le vois trop voler les ballons aux enfants dans la rue. Je le vois trop péter des ballons aux enfants, lui. Je sais pas pourquoi. Mais genre, je sais pas.
My
Je le
mother
vois
came
trop.
to visit one time and she gave me a real nice blue balloon. But that night, the nurse grabbed it and I heard the balloon pop. So after she left, I just cried myself to sleep.
Since then, the sound of a balloon popping devastates Julius, and he even rescues balloons he believes to be in danger.
Il sauve des ballons en danger.
I'll go to car dealerships and do what I call a balloon rescue. When they set them out early in the morning, they're really beautiful. And as the sun bakes on them, they get really dull, misshapen. I feel, you know, like I give them a second chance at life.
But Julius doesn't just share his extreme love for balloons with many people.
The only people that know is my family. My wife thinks it's strange, but she accepts it.
Il a une femme?
The fact that he feels like he has to keep it a secret definitely points that there is a problem.
I see nothing wrong with loving balloons. It's not hurting anybody. It's not dangerous, and I have no desire to change.
Didn't even ask me what I wanted. You made them a son.